What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? Afrojoe was telling like it. He motherfucker here. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is okay. This person right here. This is a motherfucker. I have done stories and stories of people who have been SA. This person took the cake. This person got arrested for SAing a child. This is a transgender woman daycare worker. Pled guilty to uh, SA after she accused of saying a baby girl while changing the child's diaper will escape future jail time, according to reports. New York Post. Maria Childs, 25-year old, allegedly dragged the coworkers at the Learning Academy in Kentucky, about 2 hours north of Nashville, that child like child like the uh, November 2022 abuse. An anonymous tipster told authorities that they saw a child who was born a biological male named Mark Rubb, the child's gen area, the child's area in a circular motion, and that the baby appeared to be stressed. According to court records obtained by the Reddit news site, they asked child to help. Well, the person who works asked child to help change the infant's diaper. Child, and the child allegedly told her. Well, they said that told her follow employees that was her private area and said like it. She liked it and made her day. That's nasty. Like when you read this stuff, it's like so fucked up. The daycare director has apparently been aware of a child's behavior with the baby, but only given her a write up. Police discovered when they went to the facilities, it was like last year. Transgender woman child escaped jail time and may avoid criminal record charges for a plea deal. When questioned by police, child at first denied she changed the baby's diaper. Later admits doing after being shown text between herself and the daycare boss. Only to reports obtained by the newspaper details detailing the full complaint against Childs revealed that she was accused of both physically and SAing while working at the daycare center. Cops later discovered Childs has also been accused by other coworkers of leaving the child in high chairs for hours without care. Under questioning, Childs tried to deny having ever said anything inappropriate, but admitted so often that things were taken out of context. Judge Joseph Judge Joseph Roker sentenced Maria to 12 months pendingly, but held jail time and giving conduct discharge for 6 months if she abetted by, like, pretty much said she did it, but said I'm sorry. She may not face any jail time at all. Charles has Charles was arrested and charged with one count of first-degree SA of a victim under 12 and 3 counts of first-degree criminal abuse of a child. Court records show that just 1 month after being booked into jail on a felony charge, Child retained the trans activist lawyer Madison Leach to praise her, and the charge later reduced to misdemeanor by Judge Joseph Rocker. Child was incarcerated February 8, 2023 through January 26, 2024. The crime was later reduced to a misdemeanor by Judge Joseph. Barocca told the Post that prosecutors recommended that charge be reduced to misdemeanor and immediately went along with the Barker gave the child a 12-month plea. Pretty much gave her 12 months in jail and discharged for 6 months. For 6 months. And I'm sitting there questioning this motherfucker SA'd a baby and got off pretty much. This mug ain't got arrested as a sex offender. This motherfucker ain't in prison, nothing. Because this motherfucker said he's transgender. I'm not calling this fucker or her what so fucking. And y'all motherfuckers up there, that's trans. I don't give a good golly damn about it if this fucker's trans. This fucker hurt a child. This fucker S8 a child. And y'all think it's okay. What in where in this universe or galaxy, country, state, whatever city, give this motherfucker a right to SA a child and say it's okay? That is the problem. All these motherfuckers, we have rights. Yeah, you got rights, but you don't have a right to SA a child. I don't give a fuck if you're trans or not, or gay or not, or a lesbian or not. It doesn't give you the right to SA a child. This motherfucker S8 a baby and got off. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna bring race in this right. I don't give a fuck. If it would have been a black man that pulled this stunt, that motherfucker be in prison in the yard getting fucked up. This motherfucker would have been in prison in the yard getting fucked up. But it seems like these judges are tiptoeing around the laws for these trans breaking laws of SAing children. Like like I like how JD Delay says it. This motherfucker's a chomo. If this motherfucker was in prison, his cheeks would have been clapped, and he would have felt some metal on his backside, only on the left side. But I say like this: to allow this person to get away of essaying a child and then let them back on the street to do it again, questions why. Why would you let this motherfucker essay an infant and then release them back into the giant public to do it again? And this motherfucker was bragging about it, texting, talking about, yeah, that, this, and that, and gets a transgender activist lawyer to get them all. That is straight bullshit. You're giving trans people the right to SA people. Like people have talked about the trans person that SA'd a woman, went to court, pled guilty, went to prison, was sent to prison, but before he went to prison, he said, I identify as a woman. He sent him to a woman's prison. Two other women, got them pregnant, and nothing. What is this issue about? It's okay for trans people to break the fucking laws. Like, why? Why do you let trans people break the laws, but if it's anybody else, they got to go to prison and serve time? I don't give a fuck if anybody's trans or gay or lesbian. If you break the fucking law, you break the goddamn law. It shouldn't be no special privilege to any fucking body. I don't give a fuck if you're gay, straight, or whatever. Whatever floats your goddamn boat, that's your shit. But it shouldn't be where it's okay for a trans person to break the law. It doesn't matter what it is. It shouldn't be where a trans person can essay a child and go back in the junkie public because The judge and the justice system fears, I'm gonna use it, fears to be called transphobic or homophobic because they don't want to sentence a trans person to prison time. What this judge just did was give every inmate a get out of jail free card. When you do goofy shit like that, you giving inmates a get out of jail free card. That means every inmate in that prison can say, "Hey, I'm a trans," and get out. Pretty much, when cases like this happen, you're giving people get out of jail free cards. Somebody, if a person erased somebody or perished somebody, slash perish somebody, they can sit there and say, "I'm trans," and get off because of cases like this. This case can be used many times in Kentucky. That's a state above me. And they can use that case and say, "I'm trans." Well, the child's person and say the baby and got off. The child's person and say the baby and got off because that Judge Roker, whatever, let him go. So this motherfucker just gave everybody a get out of jail free card. And this is sad that this man, I'm not even calling the goddamn woman. Fuck that shit. When you do shit like that, it's like this. When you break the laws, when you essay a child, you hurt a child, but you hide behind that trans bullshit, it makes that whole, for one, it makes that community look so bad. So fucking bad that people are gonna start looking at trans people as geppettos, chomos, kitty diddlers, because the trans people are not fixing this. This is an issue that they need to fix. Instead of fixing this issue, they're letting it be. And then when somebody speaks on it, they want to call them transphobic. And I would throw in their face, well, you are a fucking kid diddler. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna get to the point when people are gonna get sick and tired of hearing trans people essaying kids to the point where people are gonna start perishing them, erasing them, because they're getting tired of seeing trans people break the laws and not suffer the consequences. It's gonna get to that point, and I see that you allow trans people to break heavy laws, heavy law, and not punishing them for the laws they break. But but that's how these trans. But I'm gonna say this to the trans people: y'all want rights. Y'all want to be treated as a human being, but the people won't because of shit like this. When people see cases like this in their face, 24 fucking 7, people are gonna judge you on this. They're gonna think you're pedos. They're gonna think you are sick in the head. They ain't gonna sit there and say, "Well, you got gender dysphoria." They're gonna think y'all are kidney diddlers. They're gonna think that because you're not fixing this issue. You're not sitting up there going out and say, "Look, that's not us. We don't associate with these sick motherfuckers." Y'all not coming out saying that. Y'all accepting this because y'all is did a video years ago. It was right after Obama legalized gay marriage. I did a video talking about issues like this. And what brought it up was there was a documentary that came out about Geppetto. And this documentary was it was, I wouldn't say a hit, but people watched it. And after people have watched, I didn't see it, but there was a guy that, like, okay, there was a guy on it, and kind of threw me out, but, uh, and the documentary came out, there was already cases and stories and rumors coming out that CPs, Geppettos, trying to get into the LGBTQ plus, saying being a CP, aka Geppetto, is like being gay. That was years ago. That was like 8, 9 years ago that I did that video, and I sat there and said, if the LGBTQ plus do not pay attention to what's going on in their community, this is going to happen. And it'll be too fucking late for them to do anything. If y'all don't stop trying to get rights right now, you got to get rights to marry, rights to get benefits, the rights to adopt. You don't put that on hold and fix that issue about pedos getting into your community, you're going to have a hard time getting them out. And look at it now. It's been years and this is happening. You got pedos in your community and you can't get them out because the trans was like, well, they're my sisters and brothers and da 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 da. Now people are gonna judge y'all. People are gonna look at y'all and say, y'all are sick motherfuckers. Y'all are pedos. Y'all are chomos, kidney diddlers. And then you bring that on yourself because you didn't fix it. You did not fix it. You let it continue. And you won't do nothing about it. That's why I sit down and I listen to Blair White, Buck Angel, and see what they have to say. I agree on some of the things they say. And the things they say are shit like this. Or how gender dysphoria is real. On how just because a man throws a dress on, he's got a fucking beard and penis, does not make him trans. I listen to them so I can learn from a transgender person what they go through on a daily. But when you hear this about a man saying that he's trans and going out saying children, that is so wrong. And I don't think no transgender should sit here and take up for this man. That's my sister. I don't look. That's a killy diddler, and he's been let back out to do it again to another child. But y'all don't care. Y'all don't give a fuck. To me, I'm looking at if the transgender community does not put a stop to this shit, continues to allow this to happen and continue, what's gonna happen is y'all gonna suffer a heavy ass consequence by the hands of the people, even your own fucking people. They're getting sick and tired of this shit continuing. You need to fix this issue now. Don't protect shit like this. Fix like I ain't talking about going out there and perish some goddamn body. I'm talking about distancing yourself from this shit. Being up there, it's like we do not allow this type of shit happen. You can sit there and say, well, other communities don't do it. Hell, didn't you see black folks saying something about the Black Lives Matter movements and the three founders taking the money and spending it on themselves? Black folks have addressed it about the three founders taking money and spending on themselves, the donations. But I haven't heard, except for Blair White and Buck Angel, they the only two I've heard spoke out against this. Why they are the only two I've heard that spoke out against shit like this, but the rest of the transgender community won't say a fucking word. And this is why that whole community looks like shit because y'all won't address it. But if they don't address it now and fix it now, your rights are gonna get taken away. People are gonna stop looking you as a human and looking you as a nasty, disgusting piece of shit on earth. They're gonna think y'all are nothing but kiddly diddlers, chomos, Geppettos because like this, y'all won't fix it. Y'all won't do nothing about it. Y'all continue to do it. I'll continue to allow this to happen, but you won't fix it because you want to fight for your rights. and you wonder why straight people are fighting against you because y'all letting this type of shit happen, but you won't fix it. Fix this shit and work with the straight people to get rights, but you won't fix this dumb shit because y'all want to be some dumbass motherfuckers. Letting this motherfucker essay a baby, but y'all will not sit there and do nothing about it. Y'all are sick. You can sit there and say, well, Afrojoe, you're a transphobe. I'm not a transphobe. I'm just addressing the issue where this motherfucker S8 a child, but you calling everybody transphobe for addressing or having anger at this issue. You can't call somebody a transphobe if they get pissed off that a trans person SA a child. You can't get mad at them. That's somebody's child. That is somebody's baby that this motherfucker didn't hurt. But oh, I'm sorry that a child must go through. A child must get SA for transgender to get right. I'm already pissed off this month anyway because I'm already pissed off this month because it's Black History Month. And kids are in school. They're not learning Black history. Black history be taken out of school, and something else took its place, the rainbow flags, and that's kind of fucked up. I wonder what other to me it's bullshit where kids will never understand history. They will never know history. But we're getting off topic. I'm just saying this is bullshit. This is bullshit that this motherfucking man posed as a transgender, essayed a child at a daycare, and got out. And people gonna look at the trans community as nothing but Geppettos and Chomos because they will not fix this issue. And I want to know what y'all think about this. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel, hit that bell for notifications, show your love. Because I want to know. I'm not attacking the trans community. I'm just saying this is bullshit and the transgender community needs to fix it. I'm not saying y'all bad people. I'm saying this needs to stop. It's making you look bad. I'm saying, well, you dog the hell out of it. Yeah, because you let this shit happen and won't fix it. There's been cases and cases of this happening across the country, but you never address it and you never fix it. All I'm asking is address it, fix it, so you won't look bad. But you won't because you're so fixated on getting right. You're blinded by getting your rights, and you're allowing this shit to happen. See, this shit right here is gonna get politicians saying, "Well, we don't need to give transgenders rights if this continues to happen." When that shit started hitting Washington, and Washington starts talking about it, that means all your rights are gonna disappear because you're not fixing this issue. You're gonna lose everything because y'all not fixing this. They're already probably already up there right now talking about this and saying, you know what, we need to start taking their rights away because it's getting to the point these motherfuckers are essaying kids, and kids are our future. Kids are our future. Kids are our taxpayers. But tell me what you think down in the comment section. I'm Afrojoe, 10 like T. I motherfucking is. Peace, love, and Afro. Love one another and always be kind.